Hello, welcome back to the Cataclysm. Vormithrax here with episode number 160 in our Let's Play tutorial for Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. And we're hanging out in the rain, out in the countryside. Last episode we got some bionics installed and chopped up a bunch of blob globs. So we're kind of on the hunt for raw materials for some mutagens of specific types that we need. And some of them have specific ingredient requirements, and bird eggs are one of the ones that we need. So I'm going to spend just a little bit of time searching through the underbrush here, looking for some bird eggs, and we're probably going to chop up a bunch more blobs for the blob globs, because we're going to need just tons and tons of that. It's a real easy and simple way for us to kind of accumulate one of the primary components for mutagens and purifiers. So we're going to need a really large supply considering the volume that we're going to do. But let's search around the underbrush a bit first and see what we can come up with. I may grab a few other items while we're out and about here, but for the most part, I'm just going to grab light items like that. I'm not going to grab vegetables. I'm going to grab acorns. They're really good. And then we're just going to keep searching through the underbrush. That's what we need right there, bird eggs. Alright, I need lots and lots of bird eggs, so hopefully we come across more of those. There we go. Only two that time. Reptile eggs that time. Thing I do have to watch out for is the bird eggs are perishable, so I've got to actually use these in the short term as opposed to the long term. So let's look up bird serum and bird mutagen. So it's 1 egg per, but we're going to need mutagen first, so we don't want to collect a huge amount of these. How long do they last? Oh, never mind. Perishable, but takes 2 seasons to rot. Alright, never mind. We're okay. I was a little worried they would rot away a little faster than that. Alright, we already are full again. Where have I got space? Alright, let's go see what we can get done with what we've got accumulated so far. Oh. That's fine. So, let's get the car going again. Head back up to our RV and let's do an initial run of some mutagens. We'll stop on this side this time. Actually, we'll stop towards the back. Right there will work fine. Okay, let's wear the survivor backpack and grab up a bunch of stuff. Alright, I think that'll do for the moment. So, got a good amount of random food items accumulated again. Getting pretty close to filling that up again. So let's see what we can do here. I do want to check. I have the 2 empty 60-liter tanks. We're going to just start doing a bunch of mutagens, I think. Tool with chemical making. I do have one right there. I just wasn't quite close enough. There we go. So, standard mutagen. We can make pretty much as I want. Now this is going to take a long time, so in the quantities we're going to have to deal with, it's going to take a lot of time. The only thing that I'm concerned about time-wise is the season and access to specific things we have to go out into the game world and search for that might be seasonal. And the one that concerns me, so we're looking at doing Elfay. That's the line that I think we've decided we're going to pursue. So towards that end we need slime, plant, and bird mutagen. So slime is just blob globs, that's no problem. Plant though, that's an issue. Plant and bird actually both, because we're going to need bird eggs, and there's going to be more available during the springtime than there are during the wintertime. So that is time critical. And then the plant mutagen, the only one we've got a decent chance of going after is Datura seeds. And that's going to be a tough one. Plant marrow and Biolante buds, these are both Triffid items, and I don't remember seeing any Triffids recently that we can go after to try to gather these. So unless we stumble across some, Datura seeds are our only option. And these are harvested from flowers that are just in the game world. We're going to have to go out and figure out which plant has them and just how common they are. And I'm not sure which season they're actually available in. So I do need to double check that. If it's springtime only, for example, I've only got 8 more days of spring. And so I can't spend a week crafting mutagens in here and filling up a 60-liter tank, then go out into the world when it's summer and not have access to some of the materials I'm going to need. So I have to first understand what is available in my time frame and then make decisions for how best to go about things in the volume that we're talking about. But I want to get at least some minor amount done so we can make sure we're following and understand the process and just how much effort it's going to take. So let's go ahead and do up a batch of 20 mutagen. Alright, and we are going to fill the RV, that tank right there. And there we go. We have 5 liters of mutagen, or 20 doses. And that rolled the time forward 3 hours. So it took 3 hours to do that. If I did another batch, I've got plenty of raw materials. I don't remember just how much I've got laying around of these, but I think it's a fair amount. So let's do, let's see, it takes, yeah, let's cancel that for a second. So, bird mutagen, 1 bird egg. So I could do 20 bird mutagen right now. And then bird serum just takes 2 bird mutagens. So I could do, essentially, with that first 3 hours, I could do 10 of these. And then it's going to take, I don't have quite enough bird eggs for the entire batch of 20. But then I could cook that down into a bird serum. Elfay serum is what we want. It doesn't make any sense to make the, actually no, they can't use bird serum. So slime mutagen or serum, yes, but plant mutagen and bird mutagen is mutagen only, so I don't want to boil that down into serum. Alright. So I think what I want to do now, I want to actually go out and double check for the flower, see if there are Datura seeds available to us right now. Be interesting if we could get a few doses of the elf serum cooked up to get started on the process. So let's first water, have some food. Alright, and I think we're going to need to hop in our vehicle and go back around to the slime area. We need to get out into those open fields. So there is, that's a bluebell. Oh, there's Datura right there. So that thing right there is a Datura plant. So let's stop right here for a moment. Hop out and see. Pick the Datura. We got 4 Datura seeds out of that plant. Oh, never mind. I guess 16 seeds. That is essentially 1 dose for Datura. So if we do plants mutagen, now we have 1 dose of plant mutagen. Alright. I'm not 100% certain how many serums of the Alpha we're going to have to take in order to get us over the threshold. I don't think it'll be all that many. I want to say like 10 maybe, but I could be wrong. I've never actually done mutations post threshold, so this is a somewhat new process to me as well. I did a lot of general mutation in my Drunk Master Mutant series, but I didn't have to really plot out trying to go post threshold to the final layer of mutations and lock myself into a particular branch or tree, because that guy was illiterate and he had no ability to actually do this. So so for the Elf A serum we need 2 Elf A mutagens, so I just need as many of these as I can get. Technically I could take the mutagens and then once I start having the final dreams, then take the serums. So I'm not sure what's the more economical method to do this. If it's to take just like a dozen mutagens, then take serums once you hit the... you start having dreams of particular types to identify when you're at the threshold layer. Then you start taking serums, and each time you do, once you're at that level, there's a percentage chance that you will mutate over the threshold. And I don't know what the actual percent number is, and if it goes up the more you take, or how that particular math works. I think we might start with just taking... we'll see. We'll see how hard it is to actually make the stuff. So 2 slime, which is just going to be the blob globs, plant, which is just going to be the Datura seeds, and bird, which is the bird eggs. So slime's no problem. They're all 3 mutagens. Alright. I need to get a bunch of bird eggs, more bird eggs, as well as these Datura seeds while it's springtime. Now that I know they're both available right now, I've got to maximize my time spent. So let's get the vehicle out of here. Let's kill us some slimes. Actually, we have a new system. Let's test this thing out. We have the offensive defense system. I'm not sure if it's going to work on slimes, but I'm all sorts of curious. So we're at 1600 power. Let's turn this thing on. I'm not sure anything's happening here. My power's dropping. Yeah, it is. I'm getting messages. We are shocking things. Moderately damaged, nearly dead, severely injured. That's not from me hitting them, that's from them getting shocked and it's draining our power, but I think it's going to be faster for me to just wail away at things. Actually, I'm wearing that second backpack. As soon as I clear this group, I need to take that off. I'm getting hit more than I did last time. Let's turn everything into little blobs. Come here, blobbies. Everybody make a big pile here. Now, the blobs are not seasonal. They'll stay here forever, so I don't want to spend a bunch of time on them. I just wanted to clear this little area here. Alright, all to inventory, load up. Okay, got that group cleared. Okay, the more important things are going to be the Datura seeds and the bird eggs. So I need to load up on those while I've got the opportunity. If we're going to seriously pursue this elf mutagen process. Get out of my car, stupid mosquito. Alright, so I think I'm going to relocate a bit. Let's head south. I'm right up close to the blob globs, and there's a minefield. Where's the best place to do this? Maybe I will... I need forest for the shrubbery, underbrush, as well as those little white plants for the datura seeds. That's the dahlia. God, I hope those things aren't super rare. I think I'm going to park up here. God damn, minefield, minefield, minefield. Gotta remember about all these minefields. Alright, let's stop here for the moment. Alright, let's go pick some plants. What is my survival skill? 8? Yeah, that's pretty high. That's why we're getting so many. This would be a lot harder if we didn't have a 8 skill. A lot harder. A lot slower. Alright, how to identify those particular flowers? Don't need the dahlia, it's not that look. Dandelion, dahlia. It's not this one. There it is. It's this one right here. At least they're given a pretty good number of them per occurrence. There's another one. Hello, zombies. Gonna poison me? I'm not seeing any others here in the immediate area. Okay, it's harder to see when I'm scrolled out. I believe that's one. It is. Is that one there? It is also. I guess we'll just park out here in the middle of the field. Who's banging on my vehicle? Hello, moose. Antlered horror, not a moose. Going after the dog. Probably come after me after he finishes the dog. Alright, I do not see any on the screen here. There's a couple more. Alright, I was a little worried regarding how many seeds were going to be in each, but there seems to be a pretty good pile, 14 to 20 some I'm seeing so far. Guess I'll stay zoomed out. I can just make them out. The rain is making it a little more difficult. am not seeing any more in this immediate area. Getting closer to the blobs again. There's one up there. Only 8 that time. That was not a good one. Alright, I think that'll give us enough for a test at least. So how many have I got on me now? 180, and it's 16 per, so that's 10. So that'll do for right now. Okay, need to bring the episode to a close here real quick, but let's just take a look here. So, slime mutagen, we can do a goodly amount of. Plant mutagen, we've got enough Datura seeds for 12 doses. And bird, we've got enough for quite a few as well. So let's do, how long is it going to take? Hour and 40. And we need twice as many slime as the other two. So for the Alpha, yeah, we need 2 slime per plant and bird. So let's do 20 slime, 10 plant, 10 bird. And we lost the light, of course. Continue. That's right, we're going to need containers for these things. Crap. 20 was not a good number for this. Gallon jugs won't hold enough either. Well, I guess we're going to space it out between multiple gallon jugs. So that was the slime. And let's do 10 plant. Oh, and I need base mutagen? That's right. Dang it, I forgot. Each of these specialty ones requires one of the base ones, so I need lots more base mutagen. Alright, this is going to take a little longer than I thought, so we do need to have a huge pile of mutagen. So I think we're good for now. I'm going to go ahead and close the episode out. I learned pretty much what I needed to learn. We are going to need to spend probably one more episode gathering up more bird eggs and Datura seeds. I think that will then give us enough supply that we should be able to get some Alpha mutagen and serum produced. We're also going to want to have a solid supply of purifier on hand so that we can purify if we get any really, really bad traits or mutations when we start consuming these things. So we're just going to need a boatload of mutagen, which then gets turned into purifier, then make another boatload of mutagen, Once we have both mutagen and purifier available, then we can make the rest of our specialized serums for the Elf A, and then finally start drinking the stuff. So it's going to be a bit of a process. It's going to take at least one more trip out, gathering some more eggs and seeds, and probably another trip or two of slaughtering blobs, but those are the only part of that process that's not time critical. The blobs will be there regardless of the time of year, but got to make sure that I take advantage of the last 8 days of spring to gather up the necessary raw materials if we're going to pursue this. So I think we'll be just fine in doing so, as long as we concentrate our next couple of episodes on finishing this process up. It's going to be a pretty big, important thing. I want to get it done, so we won't be doing a whole bunch of interesting zombie hunting here in the next episode or two while we finish this process up. But it's a big part of my tutorial series that I wanted to make sure we covered, and knowing the whole mutation process, the dangers, how to get to a post-threshold state, and so on, is something I definitely wanted to include. So once we get this scratched off the list and we are a post-threshold Elf A mutant, we'll have a whole bunch of new cool abilities, and we'll be able to go forth and explore some more of the game world and more of the Cataclysm. So, hope you're enjoying the episode and the series. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. It's the best way to show your support for the channel and help us grow and bring new viewers in. It helps the metrics for the Google and YouTube search algorithms. So comment down below, hit that like button, all that good stuff. And I hope I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good Cataclysm. Bye-bye.